Hello, my friends. How are you? Welcome back and welcome in, Elizabeth, Choo Connections. Subscribe if you're new, please, please. Like and hype. You guys are really helping me. It's fantastic. I want to give back. How is your December going? Now, this week we're reflecting on crystalline reflections. And we'll move through this energy, so stay tuned. Keep coming back to the channel so you can get a message each day tied to these beautiful stones and crystals. Now, today we are focusing with clear quartz and clarity and amplification. We need to look at what areas in our life can benefit from renewed clarity today. Let's begin. And here we have group 1, 2, and group 3. I will drop the timestamps in the comments. Do leave me a comment in return. It's so good to hear from you and know how you're doing and what you do intuitively resonate with, and anything you might like to see as we move forward. All right, guys, let's go with group 1. 1, 7 of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. How are you? Are you super confused? Are you feeling foggy in the brain? Have you been taking care of yourself? Is the stress getting to you? Do you feel maybe even physically and mentally drained, more physically? It's just, there's a lot that indicates confusion. So I do hope this will bring clarity to you. And whether there's just a lot of temptation around this energy right now. And I want to be really frank. What are you being tempted about? Are you living in Delulu land a little bit? Is this where you need clarity? What area in your life needs clarity? And, whether your cheating comes to mind and that could be in many ways, many different ways, for pleasure, for money. It's a stack of cards that could come falling down on you. So do pay attention to this. There is that certain spell of the 7 of Cups that makes things feel very upside down in your world. So let's get clarity. And a good suggestion when you see this card is to step back from the situation a little bit so you can see straight again. Okay, now let's look at Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle, which I'll be using every reading with these amazing stones. And here we have the master number 22. So no matter what, I want you to take my word as a numerologist. This is your sign to look for repeating numbers, tap into that spiritual guidance, know that you're on the path, you're building something, and you are a leader. Now the rainbow rainbow Mayanite, truly is you are a bridge between worlds. You're intuitive, you're psychic, many of you are mediums. And I also want you to know that this represents deep, deep healing, and that it is very much a time for you to release, de-energize, let go of old patterns. This is the time. And this crystal will assist you in doing that. Go within your rainbow treasure house and raise your consciousness to build and to support structures at every level on a daily basis that really step by step enhance you physically, emotionally, and mentally. And you need to pay attention in that you are on the true path. Be the leader in your life and don't let anybody take that crown of confidence from you. You have soul gifts to offer. Tap into them and you will understand things from both sides of which is great, but then you'll know where you stand and what needs to go and speak your truth no matter the cost. But be tactful. Mars is at play in many of these foundations. And do focus on your natural healing abilities. And again, I think a timing for you to keep in mind is Aquarius. Now, let's go to group 2 on this beautiful day of clarity and amplification in areas we can enhance. 2. This has been coming up a lot. 9 of Swords, this is really negative self-talk, depression, and I want you to understand there can be an end to this and light at the end of the tunnel. Please get support where needed. Reach out. You may have been having some really deep, dark visions and dreams. And instead of keeping that all in, share it with somebody you can trust. And let's see how we can work through the insomnia, the worries, those midnight hours where you toss and turn. And a lot of times this is rooted in that shadow self that has to be healed. What happened to you when you were little? Is it raising its head now? Is there guilt, despair? This is where it will eat you from the inside out. And please know, subscribe, join here, be a part of the lives in the community. Find joy, reach out, like-minded people here we can help. And I do want you to know there's an end coming and a new day will dawn. It will be a bumpy start. You have a lot to clear out of your mind and it is time. We are ending a 9 year. And I welcome you to accept new beginnings. So there is a lot you've had to let go of. And particularly wherever this is in your chart, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now let's look at the Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, Crystal Healing Oracle cards, I am trying to say. And 26:8, as to light, as you will light, as you will light. That is how I believe you say it. There's a lot of similarity to the clear quartz stone that I have out today, the stones. And this, my friends, is where you're really having a cosmic evolution. And this cosmic, multi-dimensional stone gives guidance and insight, and that is the clarity we're looking for. And it's a nod that you are here to be a being of light, and it's time for you to step up and help other people in that regard so they can shift and go on the spiritual journey much like you're on, because there's just too much materialistic drama and gossip going on, and you're the type of person who's very earthy and grounded, and with all that other shallow energy around you, it's hard to focus and stay grounded. So remember to really leave your ego behind. Don't get caught up in those everyday cycles of money and drama and news and gossip so you can keep evolving and helping other people really tap into trusting their intuition and knowing what's clear for them. And it will further help you heal as you help others. And you need to understand also, please, this has been painful. And with that comes so much wisdom that you're here to share with other people and help them evolve. So make yourself heard and carry no shame for what you've been through or how long it took you to get here to be the one to help other people, and recognizing that every soul is precious brings you to this new, beautiful clarity and amplification of your thoughts and positivity. And this really is, the timing is now. And I hope if you've been down in the dumps that you'll check in here more often and get some inspiration here. Mwah, peace. Let's go to 3. Okay, and 3. Son of Wands in reverse. Love this deck. Wild Unknown Tarot. Some of you may be dealing with a family member, your son or your dad, and there is a lot of fiery anger issues going on. And I know that you guys may not be talking, but I do want you to know that this is a time where you can open up your heart to making some soulful connections towards this person and your family. I know that you feel like they're a bit of a toxic energy. They've been spewing some venom your way. I do think that comes from their own fear, their own immaturity. So for you to rise above it will bring a lot of positivity and all of that bright feeling of the sun and inner confidence. Some of you have run into somebody that is very charming, handsome, beautiful, gender fluid, adventurous. Somebody who may say all the right things, if you know what I mean. But they may be difficult to know and hard to trust. And you also, I'm getting them, you're like, I don't want to deal with this hard to trust stuff. And in that, you may be having too many expectations and looking for perfection, which is a bit of an illusion. So just understand that you need to get to know this person, to know the situation. And certainly if there's anger and over exuberance in whatever way, that needs balance. So let's look at Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle for guidance. And we have Moldavite. Beautiful Moldavite. I do want you to approach these situations, whichever you have in your life, from your heart, and listen to your heart and move from that energy. And if you know you cannot resolve it, that is divinely graced. If you move from a heartfelt decision and know there is room for growth and cooperation, that is divinely timed. And really Moldavite at times like this and dealing with new people or just honestly sometimes too much overexuberance, as I talked about, or mundane situations, you've got to detach yourself from that. I feel you're looking for something more and that you're really in search of your own self and your origins. And this is a time to release any ingrained beliefs and anything somebody may be pushing on you and go for what is your spiritual metamorphosis. Is a big time connection with the Moldavite. And as you go through this spiritual transformation, you also bring a lot of passion and you will mature. You will mature into the King, Queen of Wands. So do check in with yourself and the situations you're in and look at what you really want the outcome to be. Don't put expectations on anybody else. Know what you really want. And while you're doing that, transcend time so that you go back and heal things and move forward and see things in a new perspective. Meanwhile, avoiding sowing seeds of destruction. That is important because really good fortune awaits you as you transform and go through this metamorphosis. It is tied to Scorpio energy and integration of your physical and spiritual health. So you really need to balance your mind, body, and soul to fully get clarity in the situation and amplification of your spiritual path. And with that, I will leave you. I want to thank you so much for your time and watching, your likes and subscriptions. And I can't wait to see you this week on the live stream, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 1 p.m. Love you guys. Peace.